Hi, my name is Gabe Arnold. I'm the founder and CEO of Business Marketing Engine, BME for short. And what I want to share with you today is this is the reason why your content marketing is failing. And I'm going to show you how to fix it. All of us have had problems with our marketing. All of us have gone the wrong direction unintentionally. I've done that plenty of times. So I'm going to share some of the mistakes I've made. But on today's show, I'm going to show you why your content marketing isn't working, no matter where you put it, whatever you're doing with it, and exactly how to fix it. So stay tuned and I'll share that with you. So this is one of the concepts that I run into a lot personally. It's one of the concepts or one of the approaches that a lot of our clients have struggled with, and it's totally normal. So I just want you to don't worry. Definitely not judging where you're at or if you've done this. I've made the same mistakes, and these are the things that I've learned. And so as we walk through this, just realize that set aside kind of what you were trying to do before, or maybe what you believed before, and just be open to a little bit different approach. And imagine what it will be like if you fix your content marketing, if you get good results from it, if it stops failing because you take a different approach. So one little disclaimer, it's a little bit funny probably too, but if you are a huge influencer with millions and millions of followers, then this doesn't apply to you. So you can just leave. But for the rest of us, because I don't have millions and millions of followers yet, I want to remind you of something. Unless you're a celebrity, then nobody really cares about what you're doing, and they don't really care about your story and how awesome you are. And they don't need you to talk about yourself in your marketing, in your content marketing. The reason for that is that's not how human nature works. And it's hard for us to grasp because we are all humans, at least most of us watching this show. And we want to make sure that we are meeting our own needs. And so it's normal to take things, go about things from the wrong perspective. And so it's totally normal. But as soon as we realize this, it will help you identify how to show up for your audience in your content marketing and how to really deliver things that are valuable to them. So when was the last time, show of hands or comments, or you can say yes or no in the comments. When was the last time you got on Google and said, I want to search for how amazing this company is, and I want to learn about how awesome their executives are, and I want to learn about how amazing their team is, and all the things they do for fun on the side, and what their hobbies are, and just how cool they are. Like, when was the last time you ever searched for that information about a company? Probably never. Maybe there's a couple exceptions to that, but generally speaking, you never go, I want to learn about how amazing this other person is. I want to learn about how amazing this company is, or I want to hear about just how cool they are and all the awards they've gotten and all the great things they've done and how much money they make. You don't, because that has nothing to do with you. Human nature is us realizing, I have a problem. I want to solve my problem. I'm struggling today. I want to solve this. I don't know how to do this. I'm struggling here. I need this solution. I'm overwhelmed. What have I said over and over there? I. And that's totally fine. That's how your prospects are going to behave. That's how your customers are going to behave. But if we put content marketing out there, whether it's on our website or social media or email marketing or things like that, and it's literally all about us and how amazing we are and what we do and how great we are, then it doesn't resonate. And I'm sharing this because this is a lesson I keep having to learn. It's a lesson that I have to keep reminding myself of. I have to put myself in our prospect shoes. I have to put myself in our client's shoes. I have to put myself in your shoes watching this. And I have to ask myself, what really matters to you? And I've made this mistake plenty of times. I'll make it again. But it's always, what brings me back is stepping back and saying, okay, if I was in their position, what am I truly searching for? What do I want? And I don't want to know how amazing you are and your company is. I want to know what results you've gotten so that I know if I can get those results for myself. I have a problem to solve. That's why I'm searching. That's why I'm reading something, and it needs to be about me. And when you look at your content marketing, whether it's blogging, a page on your website, social media, email, videos, if you come at it from the perspective of talking about how great you are and what your company does, nobody cares. It's just going to fail. But if you come at it from the perspective of saying, you know what, we have a lot of customers that ask us how to solve this problem. So I want to share with you exactly how you can solve this problem. Then it's all about your audience. It's all about your prospect. It's all about the customers that you're serving, and they will pay attention. We want to hear about how you can help me as the prospect. We want to understand how we can solve our problems. And so with a simple perspective shift, you can go, oh, is this content really talking about serving them, solving them problems, or is it all about them? Or are we just bragging about how awesome we are? And I'm sure you're awesome. I'm sure your company's awesome. I'm sure your services are awesome. I'm sure your products are awesome. But that's not the first thing that we should be talking about. When we create content that is all about your audience, all about your prospects and your customers, and about solving their problems and serving them, that's when we can actually have our content marketing perform. And we can use stories to weave in not only the results that we get for customers, but also by sharing, here's what we did, here's how we, as an example, like I'll share one of our quick stories here. It was June, we launched a campaign for a client, which market research showed it would work. The client said it would work. We went through all of our normal processes and it didn't work. But we let it run for just over about 30 days. We got a ton of data and we said, hey, we're going to pause this for a couple of weeks. We're going to rework it because we're not getting the leads that we know we should be getting. We know there's demand here, but something isn't working in the offer. And so we re-looked at everything and asked ourselves, how do we truly make this about the prospect? What did we miss in the process? So we looked at that, made the adjustments, and we went from getting virtually no lead flow to getting dozens and dozens of new opportunities for our clients. And it was because we made that perspective shift. So I told you that story for two reasons. One, so you understand kind of what our process looks like, because there's always times where all of us fall into a position where we thought we met the market's need and we didn't. And that has to be, then you have to adapt and change. And then I also told you that story to give you an example of how you can tell a story. Because inside that story, I shared that we do get results. I shared our credibility. I said, when something's off track, we jump in and we make a change, and then we got results. And so I'm illustrating to you that we are competent, we are good at those things, but I'm doing it through a story about a result, a positive result that one of our clients got. And so when you want to talk about results, when you do feel it's really necessary to talk about your credibility and your experience and everything like that, you absolutely can and you should. But make sure you do it from the perspective of putting that credibility, putting those results, putting your success inside of the customer's success, inside of a story about a customer and how they got great results with you. And then people are going to trust you. They're going to understand you can get those results and you've still made it all about them, which you should, because that's what we want to hear as humans. We want to hear about us, we want to hear about how to solve our problems. And we want to make sure that, this is a solution that meets my needs. And so realize that your audience is healthily selfish, because in that moment, they do need to solve that problem because it impacts other people in their life and not just them. And make sure your content is all about them and not about you and how great you are. And then use stories to actually, weave in your process, your results, your credibility, because stories are the best and the oldest technology we have in our world. And when you use them effectively, that's when you're going to help people move forward through your process. And that's when you're going to have the opportunity to serve more folks. I hope this has been useful for you. I'm looking forward to sharing some great things with you on the show tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. It's a special episode. And if you need any help with any of your marketing, or even if you just want some input or advice, you want to get on a quick call, I'd be happy to talk to you. You can visit us at businessmarketingengine.com and just fill out the contact form there. And again, anything you need, reach out or comment down below or message me. I'd love to serve and help you. I appreciate you taking time to tune into the show today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.